Well, good morning to all in the Marmy Army this morning. It is Sunday the 27th, I believe, of October, and good God, that sun is unnecessary. I am heading into Stratford. No, it isn't that time again. It's not the Shakespeare half and full marathon. No, it isn't. It's a new kid on the block. Now, a few years ago, the Shakespeare marathon went into a bit of a hiatus. It was just after COVID. Used to be run by the Rotary Club, purely for charitable purposes. And Tempo, I think, saw its opportunity to wet its beak in Stratford. So this race, I think, has only been going for a couple of years. So I'm going to give it a try out. I haven't got a clue what the route is, but I did note with some amusement that, as ever, with any race that goes on in Stratford, we end up on the Greenway. We're going to get you on the Greenway. I know exactly what that's all about. I know exactly what it's about. Lazy. You know, I can imagine it's probably quite time consuming to speak to the council and come up with multiple road closures. I genuinely believe that there was a Zoom meeting at Tempo headquarters, and you know, the incompetent bloke in the office, let's call him Darren, had completely forgotten to do the road closures. Darren, have you done the road closures? Darren, have you done the road closures? Yes, you know, that time in the morning, we'll send them down Market Street. Don't know if that's a real road. Send them down there, be fine. There won't be that many cars on the road anyway. So let me get this straight, Darren. Have you closed the road or haven't you? No. So Darren, you've done no road closures whatsoever. Is that correct? I haven't, no. Right, brilliant. What are we going to do? Last 3 miles, send them out on the Greenway. You know, like anyone can use that. But it's covered in potholes. It's pitted. We'll get loads of complaints. What are they going to do? They'll be full of endorphins by that stage. Just chuck them on that. It's fine. Genius. So yeah, I'll be heading on the Greenway. I also know that we're going to be weaving in and out of 10k runners because they've got 2 events going on at the same time. I hate 2 events going on at the same time. I've got no beef with 10k runners. Just do your own races and don't encroach on mine. Sick and tired of it. You know, you run for however long it is, 3/4 of an hour. You're puffing and panting at the bloody finish. Well, I've done an hour and a half graft and we finish at the same time and you get more applause than me. What's all that about? A big joke. Not having it. But as I say, I've got no beef with 10k runners whatsoever. None whatsoever. It is depressing in the extreme. I'm at B&Q most days, spending a bloody fortune. You know, I've got square meters of walls with bare plaster to paint. I've got bloody skirting board that's bare that I've got to paint. Went to B&Q the other day. Said, right, can I just have a 1-coat gloss? Right, I can just paint it onto bare wood, it does the lot. No. Why? Because you've got to prime it first. Do I though? I've never heard of it. Do I? Yeah, you do. Right, okay, show us where the primer is. It's this one here. Right, it's trade paint. That looks expensive. Is it? Yeah, it is, yeah. Is that the best one? Yeah, the trade use it. Should I use that one then? Yeah. Right, brilliant. Okay, how much is that? £175. Great, but we've got a deal on. Is that why you're standing by that display? Yes, it is. Am I a complete sucker? Yes, you are. Here, have the trolley. I'll meet you at checkout and have my card as well. Just put in whatever you want. Doesn't matter anymore. Literally, I'm hemorrhaging money. It just doesn't matter. Absolutely awful. Yesterday, I spent 6 hours, technically, watching paint dry, which was infinitely more entertaining than the following 2 hours that I spent watching the Strictly Come Dancing Halloween special. Goodness me. I don't know what's happened to that programme, to be honest. It was so much better when that bloke was on, you know, that bully. That, you know, it was obvious, wasn't it, what he was up to. It was so much better when he was on. What's his name? Bruce Forsyth. That was him. You know.
Come on then, my darling, that's it. Come right close to Brucey. Now, don't struggle. Come right in close. Let me have a really good touch.
Right, here we are in beautiful Stratford. Just had a bit of a warm-up where I legged it across the road and one of my hands is covered in grease. I have just used a load of DP on the back of my legs and then touched my face. Bloody hell, I was in tears. And now my right hand is greasy. It's like being a teenager again. Right, but anyway, here we are. Now the last time I was here, I set a PB in my park run, only to smash that down by 1 second in Warsaw the following week. I am wearing the Hyperions today, even though I'm really not sure about them. Now, I've been reliably informed by him himself, Phil, that he'll be doing this race this morning. Now, I think most marmers will agree, after what happened at the Ultra, Phil's got one hell of a nerve. Massive nerve. You know, after what he did, you know, running with me, agreeing to join the race with me, yapping to me when I was running down that hill. I blame Phil almost entirely. Actually, I'll rephrase that. I blame Phil entirely. Right, just been and got my number for late entrance, number 1922, which is, to be honest, the number I was hoping for. Don't know what time we're kicking off. 9. They've left, on the email, they left strict instructions that you must listen to your compare. If the compare is the same compare that did park run, we won't start till 11. Oh God, it's like Celine Dion, he did that many encores. I have just got to smile there. I have just run into a marmer called Susan, who is a marshal here this morning, who has made me, and it says, stabbed by Susan. Now, I'm hoping, I mean, it's been wrapped up, and she said, well, don't open it now, I'm going to open it on camera. Now, Susan, if it's a pair of knickers, that's fine. Oh man, do you know what, that is absolutely, that is phenomenal. Now my wife, he's got bloody grey hair there. Hang on Susan, that's a libo. He's even, look, he's even got my top. That is sensational. And I think that has got a loop on it. I think that's a Christmas deck. That is an absolute sensation. That has really made me smile. Susan, thank you. Right. So, a rather pleasant walk along the river. I am just scoping out places for a wild wee. Oh, looks like somebody's got there already. I mean, you know, I know I'm doing the wrong thing, but I need to tip them off. Something you'd like to say to me, Philly?
Yeah, I bloody loved it. I pushed him and I loved it.
He said it here and he said it now. Oh,
I'm
good
sorry.
to see you, Phil.
Yeah, it's good to see you
That's
too.
all right.
Mate.
You know, do you see that?
I like
see
it.
your handiwork?
Yeah, I like it.
See my finger that's been dislocated?
I know, I was shocked that you had a broken finger.
You're the man who...
Oh no!
Yes, absolutely. He is the man who bust my
I don't
knee.
even know why you're talking to him.
Hashtag blame Phil. I'm fuming, to be honest with you.
I'm not-
Still not got over
If we
it.
weren't in public,
Okay,
I would.
so, shout out
If
to
we weren't in public,
spectators,
we'd
if you're
kissing,
spectating, you want to watch the start.
So have you got yourself a nice little hotel at the finish line?
No, not today. No, I've got my car in Bridgeport, which will probably cost about the same.
Let's say we're the only ones not in
game this year, really valuable.
There's a few non-vesters.
I reckon they're just loitering for your autograph.
So, the Stratford 10K, as many of you may know, has grown.
Recognised.
I have had literally 5 selfies.
Just a few hundred runners.
And most people have given the camera to Phil. So they are, mate. Take that if you can be trusted, which you can't after what you did.
You're his PA, aren't you, Phil? Yeah, you can, you can do that.
Well, Phil's been through the comments of the Ultra video, and what was your takeaway from it, Phil?
They want you to do more things with me. There's something about doing more ultras in there.
Yeah. We're heading that way, aren't we?
So we're going to be on the front.
Method to your madness. So Phil is going for a sub 130 today. He's cock-a-hoop. He won Evesham Park Run yesterday. Did well, didn't he?
I was abysmal, but I still won. So, sorry, not won. I was first finisher.
First finisher, yeah, I was going to say, no one wins in a park run. All the best, Phil.
All the best, mate.
Hope you keep your footing.
Right.
And you.
I'll see you at the end.
See you in a bit.
Watch your foot, mate, don't trip over.
You're funny, you are, aren't you? Oh, I don't like these trainers.
I don't like this run, mate.
Look, Mum!
I don't like running. 100 yards in, we'll recognise you already, mate.
Oh yes, bravo. I mean, they needn't have done this for me. This is so weird. The half marathon on the left, 10k on the right. Really odd. Got rid of the 10k runners and we're on the greenway. I mean, come on. Holding you responsible for this, Darren, at tempo. Oh, thank God. Coming off this now. Turning right, probably uphill the hill. And we ended up back on the greenway again for a second lap. Lazy.
Come on, Starbridge!
Starbridge, by any chance? I'm not enjoying this. Feels like constant uphill and then constant track. Back on the spirit supper. I mean, this is crap. Three miles left on this. Oh, thank you. One more.
I follow him to serve my turn upon him. We cannot all be masters, nor all masters cannot truly be followed, for sir, it is as sure as you are Rodrigo, were I the Moor, I would not be Iago. In following him, I follow but myself. I will wear my heart upon my sleeve. I am not what I am.
Right, up to the finish. Right, we're in.
And with the film footage, we've got Tim Stent, well done Tim.
Thank you. Well done, mate. Well done. Well done.
Trying to catch you on the greenway.
You did it though. Well done, mate.
Well done.
Well done. Yeah. That's tough, that was, wasn't it?
It's that greenway, it just sucks your energy out of you.
It does, doesn't it?
You're better off wearing trail shoes.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, brilliant. Hold on, mate.
Well done.
Thank you so much.
Well done.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. Well done. How'd you do? How'd you do?
Just under 124. So.
Mate, that was class. I kind of, you were in my sights for about...
I expected you maybe to come by.
No. Alright, mate, you alright? How'd you get on?
No, 10 goals up, please. 47. Hello.
Hello, here you are. 47. It's grand.
Did well.
It's tough though, isn't it?
Tough. And that travel down that.
Didn't enjoy that bit at all. Phil is nowhere to be found. I've called you, you've dropped me. I've waited for you, you've still dropped me. That was it. So coming out of Stratford, missed Phil. Absolutely gutted, I missed Phil. I stood on the finish line waiting for Phil and I missed Phil. And then I saw my mate Scott, who said to me, who was back down there sat on a bench. My sister was a marshal, never said a word to me. What's she doing marshalling? Bloody hell. Thought you were having your kitchen done. I'm painting when I get home. What are you doing pouncing around with a yellow jacket on? Fuming. She did give me a high five and it was good to see her. I like Tempo's people and I like the vibe of the race. It was good. The race. Didn't enjoy it, I'm afraid. Not at all. After the start was weird, right? So they backed us all up. They let the half marathon go first, and no sooner had we got about 500 meters down the road, then they released the 10k runners like a pack of dogs. You know, I felt like a fox just being chased down. And then we were all shoved together in these sort of like traffic cone enclosure. We ran about 3 miles together. Then they slung us to the left, slung them to the right. I thought that would be the last we'd see of them, but no. Then we ended up on the Greenway. Essentially, it's the Greenway half marathon. The day has not been a complete waste. I managed to sneak to McDonald's before I paid to get out of Bridgefoot. And I did my usual, 2 cheeseburgers. Do you want to make it a meal? No thanks. No fries, no drink. You're not getting me on that. 2 cheeseburgers, please. Is that all you want? Absolutely, it's all I want. That will do me. You can take the wrapping off as well. If the kids see any wrappers in my car, there'll be murders on. If they find out I've been without them, I'm dead. But yeah, 2 cheeseburgers. Round up for children in need. No thanks. Wouldn't have thought so. Well, this is fun. So, like, Stratford. Thought I'd do it because I thought it'd be close. I am now sat on the motorway in lines of traffic. There's been a 15-minute delay according to my sat nav. I mean, there's been a crash, so, you know, I hope everybody's okay. But, I mean, goodness me, this is inconvenient. But as long as everyone's okay. Inconvenient, though.